What is going on, gamers? Welcome to Clyde's Corner Podcast, Episode 9. Thanks for listening on Spotify, watching on YouTube, or live in Twitch. Crazy. We just played Call of Duty Warzone all day. And this is the first time me ever playing Warzone ever. Yeah, ran into a couple cheaters, but overall, I had a fun experience. Like I said, it's pretty cool that I can play other games recently. I was always a chicken shit to play variety because I was just like, hey, we should just grind Destiny nonstop. That's where the viewers are. That's where the juice is. You know, you kind of know what works, you know, because you're like scared to take risks. But, you know, recently we just beat God of War story. Now I need to go back and kill all the berserkers and the hard bosses and do crazy challenges, max my gear out, and platinum. It's going to be really sad when that game is over with. And yeah, I'm just going to be misplaying it. So hopefully we can drag that out a little bit. If you guys didn't know, Sony has links on their website where you can get a digital deluxe edition of God of War and disc-free PS5 for like $4.59. That's insane. Like, that's a huge deal. Speaking of that, no one wants this 3070. So I tried giving this away last month, and they chose the PS5. This giveaway that just ended, they chose the PS5. So I'm going to take that back, and we'll just add the funds to the Christmas giveaway because I just don't want to sit on it. So the reason why I say that is if someone really wanted one, I could go back and buy it. So it's crazy. They're wanting the consoles. But all three giveaway winners did answer me. The one that won the PS5, the Xbox Series X, or the 3070, he did not answer me on Twitch, so I just emailed him. That's what's nice about those Gleam giveaways is it gives me all your information. You have to, you know, you have to understand that I'd love to just do a raffle for that, but like with that juice of a prize, like people will just enter the raffle and yeah, you know how it is. So I know you guys are saying you'll take it. I'd love to just hand it out. But again, I'd rather just put that towards a PC giveaway because what I told you guys about, there is a PC giveaway coming up for Christmas. I am bringing back the GsxrClyde again. So if you guys don't know what GsxrClyde is, last year I thought of an idea to make a Google form. You're going to fill out a form and you're going to say, what do you want for Christmas? Why you want the gift? And is it for you? So let's just say you wanted to buy your girlfriend something. Clyde, I want this blender for my girlfriend so we can make margaritas, or you know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. Or if it's for yourself, you know, you say it's for yourself. Then what we do is on Christmas, the day before Christmas Eve, because Christmas is on a weekend. So December 23rd is a Friday. That night, we're not going to do a Christmas Eve night because it's Christmas Eve, but I will be streaming Christmas Eve. So that Friday, December 23rd, I will be pulling up a Google random number generator. And let's just say it lands on 500. Whoever's entry number 500 is, I read what that gift is, and if it's makes sense and they don't want a Lamborghini, we hook them up. And I gave away a lot of gifts last year, so I'm gonna bring that back. I'm also talking to GsxrClyde and Power GPU about doing some juicy giveaways. I will be doing a PC giveaway. I don't know if I'm gonna do one. I don't know if I'm gonna do two. I don't know if I'm gonna do three. But I did say this. I told myself, Merck's in chat, so he can tell you. When I first started TikTok, I told myself I would never pull money out of my TikTok account unless I had enough money to buy a PC for chat. Well, there's enough in there now. Once you make $2 a day for so long, the pennies add up. So I'm going to be pulling those funds out and be giving a PC a way to chat, because without you guys, the TikTok wouldn't have been created. And without the community watching the TikToks and everyone coming into chat, we wouldn't have that. So you guys are in that PC giveaway, so we'll get you some juice. And what else? Power GPU's black Friday deals. I thought they were just Black Friday deals, but they are for the rest of the year. So I asked him on the phone yesterday if I could talk about them. He said, sure, they're just not live on the website. So on Monday, if you go on his website, if you fill out a build request and just tell him, hey, Clyde told me to fill out a build request. I got $1,200. What can I get? I don't know anything about PCs, or maybe you do and you just want to test them to see what kind of builds they can do. There is no build fee, you know? So you are paying for parts and shipping. That's it. He's wiping the build fee. So if you do a build request, like a custom build PC, because you want certain parts, it's $100 off the custom build fee, because he only charges $150 to build them, which is very cheap. That's what my Micro Center charges. And if you use code Clyde, it wipes the other $50. So you're getting $150 wiped for free, and you're just paying for parts and shipping. So you really can't beat that, because you're getting a warranty too. Now, if you wait for every Friday and you wait for his ready to ship PCs, meaning they're already built, they're already boxed up, they're ready to ship, they will ship between 1 and 3 days. If you choose one of those, which is on his website every Friday, you get $150 off, plus my code Clyde, adding another $50 off. So if you choose one of those rigs, not only do you get the building fee wiped, but you're going to get like shipping for free too, because my extra $50 off. So good deals coming up. Juicer, if you're in the market to getting a PC, I mean, right now a 30 series card is more than enough. A 3060, you know, my graphics card is lightly overclocked, lightly, just a little bit of juice on the 3090. That's it. I won't be getting my new rig. I actually decided to wait, because I want to see what these AMD cards can do, because I currently play at 1440p, and if I'm going to get a 40 series card or a new AMD graphics card, I want to make the switch to 4K. I just feel like it's the smart thing to do. Might as well upgrade. The 4090 only has a display port of 1.6, so I can only get 4K 120 hertz. If that new AMD graphics card that comes out in a few weeks can push the same frame rate, or maybe get a little higher, that display port is a 2.1, which can do what? Display port 2.1 is 4K, 460, 480 frames, something stupid. So we'll see. But yeah, 4090s are a little limited right now. Nvidia's pulling some bullshit. They're not handing out all their 4090s to the sellers that they promised, because they're trying to hold them for inflation. That's just Nvidia doing their bullshit. So that happens. But again, I don't need any upgrade. I'm getting ready for the move. Other than that, I don't know. I'll talk to GsxrClyde about some giveaways as well. I know a lot of people are asking me about the new Clyde shaker. Like I said, the Clyde shaker is here at my house. I approved it. We're just waiting on manufacturing to set them up and ship them out. And then the new Black Cherry Clyde label and the actual Clyde's Black Cherry limited edition labels with the 100 serving Black Cherry should be dropping soon. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. A lot of people have been asking me about merch. Probably not going to start working on merch until January, but it is coming. I do want to do a plushie, and I want to do some exclusive merch. So get ready for that. I'm trying, I'm just really focused on this house. Wednesday, I get the keys. It's finally here. Like, holy shit. I just filled out everything. I just signed my closing documents. They just sent me all the final papers. I have to go to the bank on Monday and wire the closing. So it's here. I go to meet at the house at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, do the walkthrough with the contractor and the inspector, and then I head out to the notary and close and get the keys. So that's kind of where we're at. And that's why I kind of wanted to talk to you about that, to kind of tell you guys where my schedule is going to be with the whole streaming thing. Tomorrow, Sunday the 20th. Yes, that's right. Clyde will be here. We're going to play God of War. We're going to get in about a good 6-hour session. I need to stream tomorrow. And I also need to do some stuff around the house, like start packing up clothes, emptying out my dresser. Pretty much do some packing. And Monday, we're going to stream. I don't know what we're going to play. Maybe Destiny, maybe Warzone, maybe God of War. I don't know. Tuesday's reset and the community event does start, so I'm going to grind the shit out of Destiny on Tuesday. We're going to do a lot of stuff on Destiny. Maybe make some videos, do some juicy stuff. Oh, Monday night, remember, we also got to watch the community clips. Didn't do bad on the first video. I think if I looked on YouTube right now, I think the community clips video got around 5K views, 4.4. So I appreciate that. Touchdown Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's get it. So we're cruising. So we'll watch community clips on Monday night. Remember, if you guys don't know what that is, if you go to my Discord, discord.gg/GsxrClyde, community clips section. If you upload any clip, make sure it's TOS friendly. I'll watch it on stream Monday night. I want to watch your guys' content. I just think it's cool to put your content on stream. Watch it, react to it, and winners get prizes. The last winner got a free tub of gamer subs. So, yeah, I'll think of some different prizes. I want to switch the prizes up, so I don't want people to think they're winning the same shit. Tuesday's reset. Wednesday's closing. Okay, so Wednesday's closing. I don't know how much it's going to be. My plan is Wednesday, I go to the house, inspect it, take a picture from there, celebrate, yada, 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 drive out for closing, drive back home and stream. Maybe give you guys a little 4-hour juicer on Wednesday. Thursday is Thanksgiving. I am going to hang out with my family. I am going to stack huge amounts of food on my plate. And then I'm going to go sit in that recliner after I eat that pumpkin pie. Probably unbutton my pants because they can't button. And you already know, we're going to put on football, drink an IPA, and I'm asleep. I'm done. Take me out. It's over. Bye. And when I wake up, I'm going to go to the fridge. I'm going to slap some mashed potatoes, some stuffing, some turkey on 2 pieces of fresh cut bread, and I'm going to smash that together and eat more. And then guess what? I'm going to go pass the fuck out again. That's what I plan on doing. By the way, when you're looking at your plate on Thanksgiving, if you celebrate it or if you don't, just look down and look where all your food is. And you know that roll or that fresh bread sitting right next to you. Just hold that bread or that roll in your hand and just start slapping the food on there. All of it. Just mix it all together. A little Sammy special. It's so good. Like if you're at the dinner table and your food is separated and you can't mix shit, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Just be a fatty. There's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. Friday, we're going to juice out a fat stream. That's the 25th. The 26th, I do get my appliances delivered by Best Buy. They are bringing my fridge, washer, and dryer to the new house. And they just texted me and said, can't wait to see you on the 26th. Arrival window, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. What the fuck? 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So my plan is, this is my plan. I take a truckload out to the house that day, and I stream from there. I stream from my kitchen, talk to you guys for a little bit on the mobile. You know, I got a really good phone, so it's going to look real nice. We just talk it up a little bit, and we do a little IRL stream from the house, and we're like, hey, chat, love you. Thanks for supporting the brand, yada, 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 all that juicy stuff. Then I'll come home and stream for a little bit once the stuff's delivered. The 27th, that's Sunday, I'm going to take off. Or, no, I'm not. I don't know if I am. We'll see. I think I might stream on the 27th as well, that Sunday, because I'm getting days off during the week. And here's why. So if I stream the 27th, the 28th, 29th, and 30th, I know the first, my TVs come, and the TVs are getting mounted on the wall. 3 TVs, 2 77 inches and a 55 inch, all 3 getting mounted, 2 sound bars getting mounted. It's going to be hectic, so I'm probably going to have to be at the house that day. So I'll probably do another phone stream. And then I'd like to come home on the 1st and stream my final stream in this house, because December 2nd, I'm gone. I am not going to stream on the 2nd. I am not going to stream on the 3rd, and the 4th of December, that is a Sunday, will be my first stream in the new house. So that's my plan. I don't know how strict I'm going to stay to that schedule, but we'll see. I just know I have to. I mean, I can tell you guys right now, There's a certain amount of hours that I need to finish. I will not be hooking up the consoles to the TV. No, my Xbox I will, just for like movies and stuff. So currently, right now, from now until the rest of the month, I have 56 hours left to stream. 56 minimum because of the ad program. So we'll see. By the way, we want to announce no ads next month. Should be minimal ads. I'm only going to run 3 minutes of ads next month just because the offer was shit. And the reason why you want to run at least 3 is so you don't get pre-rolls. So we're turning down the juice on the ads just because the offer was shit. And I'm not taking a shit offer. So I'm going to select the 3-minute version and we'll be good to go on that. So I know a lot of people have been complaining about the ads, but hey, man, I wouldn't be able to buy all this nice shit if it wasn't for the ads, or give away all the shit I've been giving away, or the stuff I'm going to give away for Christmas. You know, we love ads. So no, I don't think anyone in their right mind would turn that kind of shit down. So yeah, you know, a lot's just going on. So, I mean, you know, it's a good place to be, but it's dope. I'm very happy with how everything is. You know, again, I want to thank people with the variety. You know, just to be able to get out of my shell. You know, I haven't been thinking clearly lately. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the Destiny content. You know, I don't think a lot of people are, but I'm just getting sick of it. I love playing with the community and I love helping. But in 6.5 years of me doing this, there's never been a time where, like, I'm pulling teeth out to get people to run stuff. Like, I'll tell people in chat, hey, I'll get you this week's King's Fault challenge done. No one's entering. Like 10 people. I'm like, all right. I'll help some people. Done. No one's wanting to play the end game, you know? And there's just so much content I can force, you know? You can only force out so much content on YouTube. And, you know, again, right off the gate, you know, December 6th, you already know what time it is. I'm going to fucking go over builds, where I'm going to make some cool builds, go over seasonal mods. That day, I will make when the dungeon comes out on that Friday, my plan is to run the dungeon all day. All day. I'm literally going to run the dungeon from a release to like 10 o'clock at night. Whatever our best run is, we're going to use that run as a guide, and I'll voice it over that night. Merc will juice it out. I'll have all the editors working hard. And then the next day I wake up, December 10th, I'm going to do the solo flawless guide. So, yeah, we're going to really fire hard on these, you know, because, again, I'm trying to get close. The closer we can get on YouTube to 100K subs by Lightfall is like really a goal. So we're at 80K right now. It was a little rough this month with YouTube and TikTok and stuff, but hey, you know, sometimes you just, me, I don't care. I just don't care anymore. I don't care about numbers. Like, I look like at it like this. Even if you upload a video and it only gets 2,000 views, you know, or 1,000, that's 1,000 views you didn't have. If you do a stream and you have 400 viewers when you should have 1,000, that's 400 viewers. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta just push through that. And I'm happy where everything is on the content side, but I don't think I'm afraid anymore to play variety. I just don't care anymore. If I want to play something, I'm gonna play it. I mean, today I was like kind of bugged out. I turned on my PC. I downloaded Warzone. It said I should upload the NVIDIA drivers, and I guess with the newest patch on the NVIDIA drivers, it put some weird window task manager GPU usage bug on your PC. So I went to roll it back and it didn't work. So I literally had to go find a safe point, like I forgot what it was called. It's like a safe point on your computer. We had to roll my computer back 5 days. System recovery or some shit. So that took like 15 minutes and I had to roll my PC back, and I finally got it working, and I wasn't getting low frames anymore. But again, I was playing Warzone and I was having a good time. Yeah, system restore point. So I was having a good time, and I've been having such a fun blast. Such a fun blast with Maryland just scored 27-19. Defense sleep. Yeah, they can't pull that shit next week. Um, God of War is just amazing. I think of what I've played with for God of War so far, and I'm starting to fight those end game bosses, those berserkers, and I'm going for the 100%. I honestly think that God of War is going to give Elden Ring a run for its game of the year. Honestly, the only reason that Elden Ring, here's why I like Elden Ring so much. From Software doesn't give a shit. They give you content to just ruin you. They will piss you off. I mean, everyone knows when you first play Elden Ring and you go fight the horse guy. I forgot his name. That guy on the horse that night will run your shit. And who was the first boss that you ran into? The actual first, yeah, Tree Sentinel. Margit. Margit was the first actual story boss you ran into the game. And what? Only 8% of players beat that boss in the first week of the game coming out. Like, that's insane. So that's why they did get the 2-point conversion. Yeah, Maryland's going for it. Yeah. Down by 6. Ohio State's got to do something here. I got the game on. But, with... I should put it on this screen right here. With everything, I honestly think that I think Elden Ring is just gonna pull it off, just because it was available on multiple platforms and how many copies it sold. It set records, so we'll see. If you're looking to rank your friends up fast in Destiny, I have a new player guide. But Elden Ring was just one of those, like Lana, she just started playing Elden Ring, and I told her, I said, enjoy that game. If you have never played Elden Ring, like it's a fucking masterpiece, and it's not like Dark Souls to where if my first Dark Souls game was Dark Souls 3, and if you couldn't beat a boss, you just sat there forever until you beat it. Elden Ring is just, hey, if you can't beat this, just leave, come back, you know, just come back to it, and that's fine. And like the open world in that game is just so amazing. And think about all the key things that came out for that game, the Wikipedia map, the information. Like if you were to play Elden Ring with no help, no videos, no guides, that's 200 hours, you know. And they don't nerf anything and they don't turn it down. I mean, there's some broken stuff in God of War. God of War has two sets: the dragon set that you actually have to craft the dragon armor set to get platinum, and when you parry something, it buffs your weapons and it stacks up to 3 times. It's a very busted set. But I use the Lundra's set, where you parry something and you cause poison on the enemy, and then when you use your fists or melees, you stack that poison up. It's insane. So that's what I've been running. But God of War, again, if people don't have PlayStation, that's fine. Wait for God of War Ragnarok to come out on PC maybe a year from now. But if you haven't played Elden Ring or God of War, you are missing out. Back to the Warzone stuff, I really enjoyed the campaign. The multiplayer is a little rough for me just because it's so, it's really, really campy. Like, it's okay if people camp in Warzone, but like you get your money's worth in Warzone, because you land, you loot, you go to shoot people. It's like a battle royale, and if you take the L, you take the L. It happens. We did run into a couple cheaters today. That was funny, but overall, it was a good experience. I definitely want to check out the DMZ. I've never played Tarkov, but people said it's really good to play the DMZ because you can get used to the AI in the game, and you can also get used to the weapons and get the attachments. So I've never played Tarkov. I've never played anything DMZ, but I'll give it a shot. But I definitely want to play Warzone with people. We'll see. We'll see where it is. But I don't know. We'll see. I still think Elden Ring pulls off the game of the year. Everyone knew it was going to be the game of the year. If God of War pulls the upset, that would be insane. But just Elden Ring had way too much hype around it. That shit was just bonkers, you know, insane, trending. So is God of War. But other than that, I really don't have like any. I really don't have any like games on the radar because I was thinking like, well, maybe we stick to this. Maybe we stick to trying some variety out. I've seen some games that my friends are playing, and it's kind of just like not for me because I need to find a game that's gonna like suck me in. I really would like to play Bloodborne, but I can't do the 30 FPS. I just can't. Number two, it has to be fun and interactive with chat. You know, I felt like when I played First Descendant, the demo, chat was enjoying that game. We were talking about builds and people were talking. I play God of War and everyone's just chill. They're not talking because they feel like they're watching a movie because that game's like a fucking movie. It's crazy, which was totally fine. I played Warzone today. Chat was a little quiet, but again, we were having fun, and I was actually surprised of how many people were watching it. So I was kind of impressed. I was like, damn, a lot of people are watching me play. So, you know, there's definitely some other games that I would think I'd want to play, but I really don't have to worry about anything variety until after Lightfall, honestly, because and all it comes down to is I know how much traffic next season will bring to Destiny. All right, yeah, let's go Ohio State. Let's go drive that ball. Um, it's last this time last year I averaged 1,200 viewers, maybe 1,000 on the low end, and sub count records destroyed. And it was a dead season, but it was leaning up the Witch Queen because everyone's coming back, and that's what people are gonna say. That's all we're gonna see in chat in December. Hey, returning player here. Should I do the new dungeon? Waiting for Lightfall. What's going on? What do I need to do? Lightfall's important. I mean, getting ready for Lightfall is going to be important. You know, grinding those deep stone weapons, getting your new shotties. You know, crafting a lot of weapons. We don't know what they're going to change going into Lightfall. And I don't know. I know Merc's in chat. I don't know if he saw this, but Merc, I was actually replying to Boom! Sorry, touchdown. I just really want him to get this game over with and call it a day. Get ready for Michigan. Where was that offense the whole time? I was replying to comments today on TikTok. And the shit that kind of annoys me, Lana, how's Elden bald? I looked over, you got pretty far. But what was I saying? The what's it called? What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. TikTok comments, thank you. So, like, I realized, like, I've never. Yeah, you can do that. Ask some tips. So, I realized that I can't even make like funny content no more. I just can't. I can't even joke about the game. I made a funny clip saying, "Hey guys, there's no loot to play this new rank comps. You guys do know it's literally comp with a paint job, right? Like that's all that new ranked system is in Destiny." And people were like literally whining in the comments saying, "Oh, this is why streamers, you know, don't understand stuff." Like, so this is what I want to talk about, okay? This is like the mentality of having a streamer, okay? And people need to listen the fuck up because I'm sick of this shit. Okay? When you go to work every day, okay? And you're doing your job. If you're polishing the pole of your boss, you're weak as fuck. If you fucking suck that tip and stroke the shaft of your boss, remember, you're a weak little motherfucker, okay? Just remember that. That shit don't get you nowhere. All that does is make your boss look good and get them paid, okay? So I just want you to understand this, and this is why. So if you know a better way to do your job more effective, maybe change it up, maybe do your job a different way or be more optimized at it, you should pitch that idea to your boss. You should pitch new ideas to your boss and be like, "Hey, this is the new way that you should probably run this software or do this job or cut this grass or build this wall." Like, make suggestions. And want to know why? That shit makes you look better, and you're probably going to lead up to bigger and better things. The reason why I say this is most jobs that I had when I wasn't working as a streamer, as a content creator, I was always promoted to lead person, or I was promoted to a foreman. The reason why this is I had good team building skills, and I always found ways to improve, improve ways to do my job better. So the reason why this is that no one wants that person in your ear trying to tell you how to do your job, and that's the whole purpose of this conversation. So like when people like even like say the stupidest shit, like today I was on YouTube looking at comments, and a couple people were like, "Don't listen to this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't save bounties for next season, there's no reason to." So that guy doesn't watch my shit. He doesn't watch my videos. He doesn't realize that some of the helpful guides out there do help people. And number two, he doesn't realize that you need those mods if you want to do. Some people actually care about doing the dungeon day one on the 9th. And if you don't have certain mods unlocked, or you and your teammates don't, what if you're playing with you and 2 others that don't have that last row of seasonal mods unlocked? The other people that do, they're not going to struggle as much because there might be a juicer mod in there that's going to help you. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's just, I'm kind of just annoyed with it because I can't say shit. The old Clyde could. Old Clyde, a couple years ago, I'd tear these motherfuckers up and chew them up. You can't do that no more. You say one wrong thing and people just fucking whine and bitch and write a twit longer and whine and pussy. "Oh my God, this guy's so mean. He's," or in my case, "Oh, he's got an ego." Like, dude, I'm just sick and tired of how fucking weak people are nowadays. Like, dude, have that mentality. You could be the sheep. You can live with that sheep attitude. You want to be weak, that's fine. I can guarantee you, you are not going to be happy every day. And you don't set goals, and you're a lazy piece of shit. I just know it because you're acting like a rat, and, rats got those sneaky instincts. That's it. I'm fucking motivated. I get shit done every day. I grind my ass off. I don't fucking call off. I'm showing up here every day. Even when I'm closing on a house and doing 20 other things at once. Yesterday, woke up at 5 a.m., took my mom to surgery, made sure she got home, got her meds, put her to bed, came home, worked on shit, set up 20 things for the house, made 10 phone calls yesterday, emails. That's what my day consists of. 12 to 14-hour days of just grind. And I've done that for years. But again, it's just I'm starting to realize, like, you got to stop sitting in the backyard. You're sitting in the pond. You're playing Destiny and you're sitting in the backyard. You're in your pool. And there's lakes and ponds and oceans out there. And there's so much more to discover. And you're being too stubborn because you don't want to try nothing else. I don't want that to happen. Okay? I don't want that to happen. That's not me. What I want is, I want to grow the brand. I want to do more cool shit. I want to take it to the next level. And the only way I do that is, I can't just sit around and expect Destiny to just get better, because I think Destiny's in a really bad spot. I'm just being honest. I'm honestly just being honest with everybody. I don't like the way where the game's going. Am I going to stream it all the time and make content? Of course, but I don't understand. Where is this Buckeyes defense, dude? They are just being terrible right now. They're just letting these guys just go down the field. It's a crazy game. Still a lot of time left too. But yeah, they if there's no resilience changes next season, like, dude, look at everybody's soloing GMs now. Everybody's just casually running those GMs over. It never used to be like that. Fire teams used to be scared. You know? I think my chat just like took a poop. Yeah. We we need something to happen. Yeah, they're just giving up all these yards, dude. What is this? This is first and goal on the like. How is this guy making 49-yard pass on us? What is this game? Dude, Maryland's just running down our defense and just Jesus. I mean, Maryland's always playing us tough. They always do. A lot of teams had a tough day today. Michigan did. So did TCU. I'm not watching a World Cup. I'm watching NCAA football. Ohio State Buckeyes versus Maryland. And this is a crazy game. 11 minutes left. Maryland's about to score a touchdown and be down by 3. If they hit this, they're probably going to. But World Cup starting tomorrow. I don't pay attention to the World Cup, unfortunately. Just too much to go on. You don't know what teams are good and bad. When it gets down to like the important games, I'll record them and watch it. But that's the thing. Like I just feel like Endgame's just struggling a little bit, and I know that Crucible right now is. I know that Crucible's getting a rework, but for them saying like it's just going to be an emblem and just bragging rights, like you have to understand that a lot of people don't like trials right now because of the flawless pool. You know, good players go flawless, and then all they do is just play sweaty games, like 4-4 games every card, and that's cool. But those same guys are saying, "Hey, we like these new changes. We like these new comp stuff." You do realize that you're gonna play the game so much, you're gonna rank up so high, you're just gonna be playing sweaty fucks the whole game. So it's like you playing the flawless pool. It's the same thing. You know, it's cool that they're remapping, the revamping Shax, but like they showed in the TWAB, they showed the picture of what he has to offer. No loot. Cool, we could focus Umbrals, but for what? Just delete them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the same as Valorant and Apex ranked, but they could have done something different. They could have done something different and separated themselves and did something. That's all. They had an opportunity. Now it's just every game's the same with ranked. Oh, you ever played Destiny ranked? Oh, it's the same as Valorant, Overwatch, and Apex. Oh, okay. I feel like in some situations like that, 4th and goal, and you get it. We're getting a real nail biter here. I don't understand how they're just dumping. Nothing we can do, man. If we lose, we lose. I mean, you deserve it. You know? I wouldn't even be mad. If the Buckeyes lose this game, I wouldn't even be mad. I just wouldn't, because you can't play like this, you know? You can't leave people wide open like that. This defense is terrible. They came in here too cocky. That's what I'm starting to gather the information that they came in here way too cocky. And yeah, Maryland's gonna play us tough. I mean, they played us tough last year too. You know, we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. I'm calm. I'm calm though. But when you play like this, you deserve it. Number 2 team in the country, struggling with Maryland. You know, you gotta have confidence. You know, that first half of the game was shit. Star receiver only has 74 yards, and our run game isn't even at, you know, we got 3 rushing touchdowns, but no runs, you know. And star quarterback's shit. So we'll see what happens. I'm watching the game, but yeah, I mean, so here's what I was thinking, right? I thought of this idea today. Why isn't there like a season pass like 0 to 100 at the vendors, you know? Why doesn't the vendors have season pass rank ups? Because you know how they have them right now, to where you go there and you got to get rank this, rank this, rank this, and you get this, you get a golf ball, you get an ornament. Like that should be like a season pass. You go interact with any of the vendors, Zavala, the Drifter, Shax. I think there should be a season rank 0 to 100, and you should earn ornaments for playing that shit that season. You don't have to do all three at once, but maybe next season you just start with Shax, and he has a something that has 0 to 100 rank ups, and the more new Crucible you play, or the more Crucible you play, the more ornaments you unlock, and then you get some cool shit. But they're focusing too much on the other side of the game. Like they want to juice Eververse, or they want to try other stuff, and that's cool. So I'm not expecting much next season. I expect Lightfall. I'm going to be really strict on Lightfall. I really hope that it's such a banger, because that's all I keep hearing. I just keep hearing Lightfall, Lightfall. Well, that's coming in Lightfall. That's coming on Lightfall. You know. You know. Yeah, not enough stuff being bought in Eververse. Exactly. So, Lightfall better just be a banger, in my opinion. It better be, because we don't know what's gonna happen. And it's really hard for them to even release stuff, because you gotta remember that you have stuff that's like Forsaken. They're never ever ever going to release stuff like Forsaken ever again. I don't think so. And they've had it pretty rough since then. Shadowkeep was rough, man. It was a rough launch. Beyond Light was good, but people didn't like the grind. They didn't like the stasis grind. They didn't like all the grinding. So that's when Bungie started like pulling it back. They started pulling that grind back. And now with the raids being free, and Witch Queen coming out, like I just felt like 2 to 3 weeks after Witch Queen dropped, we're all standing around scratching our heads like, what's there to do? And it's because of crafting. Crafting came out, and it just perfect example. Next season you can craft Deepstone weapons, a raid that we're very familiar with. Okay, me personally, if you're going to update the raid, I think they should update the power level. I think it should be a little difficult, in my opinion. So the reason why that crafting is just going to be so easy is if you look at your dates and you check the weeks. The second week of the season, December 13th, Deepstone is going to be a featured raid, so you could farm it. So the second week of the new season, everyone's just going to farm all their red frames that week and be done with it. You'll never, ever, ever have to focus on doing that raid ever again, 2 weeks into the season. But on the other note, let's just say you enjoyed the season for 4 or 5 weeks. It's already December 28th, and you're 2 months away from Lightfall. So, we need to go back to the basics. They need to revamp core playlists, like Oil said. They need to start going back to the basics of the game, and really focus on that, Because someone said on TikTok today, they're like, I don't play Crucible for loot. I play it for fun. Must be troubled. Must have something little screw loose, something. Like, dude, no one plays Crucible for fun. I literally open up everyone's shit right now. I ask people how PvP's going. I watch streams. I watch YouTube videos. You could see it in their face. They are not happy. It just looks terrible. Not gonna lie, I see that people are having fun in Iron Banner Eruption. That's cool. I'm glad you're having fun. But you have to understand, you're having fun because it's ability spammed. You get your super quick. That's all. That's the reason why you like it so much. That's all Destiny is now. It's like it's ability spam. That's all. Cheesy loadouts. Use the Invis Hunters and Kepper Sting, and use the most annoying loadout you can possibly use in Crucible. That's how you have fun. Zone control trials this weekend. People are just going to use bubbles and Titans, and they're going to use bubbles. They're going to use wells. They're going to use Thunder Crash, and they're going to use Blade Barrage. Like, that's it. maybe some tethers to tether the zone so people can't just run up and pop a bubble or a well on it. You know, I've actually seen some crack plays like that. They actually run up and tether the zone so the Warlocks and the Titans can't pop a bubble or a well, which is pretty strats if you ask me. But you know, the tether's going to go away at some point. But I don't know. It's just it something just doesn't feel right, you know, to me. And it was a big twab that we just had released, and I really think that it had a lot of good information in it. But it also just stated some stuff that just did not need attention at all. It was stuff that just did not need attention. You know, I get they want to tweak some stuff. 4th and 1. Would they go for it? I'm on a delay, so I don't know if they're going to go for it. Need this. But it's just mind-boggling to me that you know, the game has come to this. And I honestly think, like, here's my honest opinion, I think Bungie's scared. I think they're too scared to even like talk about it on social media anymore because of the hate and the threats. And I understand that stuff, but like there's some, you know, there's some things you have to talk about. There's some things you have to share, and there's some things that you have to address, you know. And they're just not, you know. Because you got to remember, you know, the people that go to the summits and stuff and talk to them. I've heard that you sit there and you just give them ideas, and they don't take none of it in consideration. It's 4th and 1, and you go to pass it. That makes no sense. I hope we see an upset right now, ladies and gentlemen. We want to see the numbers. Yeah, not showing the numbers in the TWAB. I understand why they did it. They didn't want to show the down bads. But people also have to understand that it's, you know, if you're a PC player, like, saying anything like, oh, the Steam numbers are down, no one cares. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Steam numbers don't matter for Destiny. It's all about console numbers anyway. And that's all you have to understand is, you know, they definitely need competition. There needs to be another game out that can actually give them a run for their money and actually give them competition. But and you know, until then, Bungie just holds it down. There's no other game director or gaming company that can make anything that's even close to Destiny, that has the content Destiny does, the lifespan of it, the strikes, the crucible, the secret missions, the dungeons, the raids. Like, they just hold it down, you know. And everyone knows, if you want a game like that, like, a lot of people know about Destiny. Like, when people ask me, when people ask me about like streaming and I tell them I play Destiny, 90% of people know that game. I did see that he played God of War, the old version though. I don't know why he's not playing it right now. He better. But all right, 4th and 6, make him punt. Good job. But I don't know, man. It's just in a weird spot right now, and I see stuff on Twitter and I see a lot of hate, and I hope they go for it. Just don't get a penalty. I'm just on a small delay, Doc. But yeah, I just don't understand what's going on. So like, my expectations are I'm gonna chill. My expectations are I'm going to chill, and I'm just going to put out really good content and put out guides and tell everybody how to get for Lightfall, and just wait for Lightfall. That's kind of what I plan on doing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, I'm getting sick and tired. I'm getting sick and tired of you know, the just dumbass shit, like the dumbass comments. And it's not just towards me. It's about all my streamer friends or any content creators. Like, just sometimes I'll be hanging out in someone's chat and just people will be just annoying, and I have to leave just because you just see how people act. They're fucking 12-year-olds. And like I tell people, like I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but like, dude, if people don't like streamers so much, like, well, then why the fuck are millions of people worldwide trying to be a streamer? Who wouldn't want to be? You get to sit at home and work from home. Want to know why these people don't? Because they're lazy. All right, well then your little dumbass that's playing video games 8 hours a day for free. Who's the idiot here? The streamer that's making money, or the dumbass that's playing 8 to 10 hours a day and not doing anything? Some people are just saying, "Hey, that's my hobby," but that's fine. But like, just the hate, man, the hate towards content creators is just getting old, you know. And people take that shit. They don't even bark back. They don't even say anything. They just let chat bully them or let community people comment on their Twitter and just shit on them. Like, I'm not made that way. It's like, listen here, you little motherfucker. You take that shit somewhere else. Like, you sit behind your keyboard. You ain't no Tommy Tough Nuts with me. You come in person, you're gonna be sitting on your knees begging. Well, how do I know this? I just give off that vibe. People know, you know. I've always had that vibe growing up. I got bullied growing up, graduated high school, and I had that wish a motherfucker would look. People just know better. But again, that shit's very serious now. I get people messaging me every week. They listen to these podcasts, so they're hanging out in chat, and they message me and they say that they're dealing with some really crazy life crisis right now. They're dealing with bullies. They're dealing with just being down in life, and they need that mentality to pick them up. And I just say, don't take that shit no more. You know, your fucking boss is being a piece of shit, running you into the ground. That's fine. Every day you leave work, go find another job. Don't quit your job until you have another job lined up. When you do, tell your boss to go fuck themselves. Peace. You know, like it's you know, a lot of it's work stuff. A lot of people message me and they're just not happy with work and stuff, and I just tell them like, hey man, I've been there. I've worked in the fucking shops. I've worked in I've had jobs where I hated it. I couldn't stand my job. I couldn't, you know, bro. I actually think I have a picture of this. Let me see if I can find it real quick without me taking too long. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I was looking at it the other day. I should have saved it, but I did. I used to work in this shop, and I think I told you guys I used to polish horns. I worked at a place that made brass musical instruments for the world. It was a very cool shop. It was featured on how it's made. Really good money, union, all that juice. But yeah, it was a tough fucking job. It was like one of the hardest working jobs I ever did, and it was 100 degrees in that fucking department every day, and I was working 60 hours a week for years. Let me see if I can find the photo. I think. Okay, I do have it right here. Oh boy. I didn't even know how to take a selfie back then. You guys are going to laugh at me. I love when Gmail flags an email for me and says it's spam. I just delete it. All right, here we go. I'm emailing it to myself right now so I can show you guys. Um, and I can't really see because this is an old iPhone. This is where the boomer shit shows. But oh, let me pull this down so it's not blinding you. Look at that. So that's me covered in polish rouge. I was covered in polish because that's the polish you use to put on the horns. And you're in a jumpsuit and you got nasty string all up in your face, all up your nose, all over you all day. And you're sweating. And when you sweat on the horn, you have to obviously clean it off. It was called blending. You'd have to blend the horn and make it look shiny. Crazy fucking job. One of the craziest jobs I've ever had. But yeah, I used to. That was me every day. I looked like that. It was like, bro, crazy labor. It was absolutely nuts. But does chat keep on like resetting? No, chat's working, right? Chat good? All right. But yeah, so working and shit like that, man, it was terrible. But yeah, my focus is to, yeah, thank God it's on, dude. Thank God. I'm so glad I don't have to do that shit no more. I actually went on the picket line. We went on strike. I was out there standing with signs. It was fucked up. And then the guy that actually was like our union president actually won a lawsuit for his family member. He actually won a lawsuit, got paid $1.4 million, and he just, of course, he's gonna fold. Who wouldn't? Some people believe in that shit though. They're really strong on the union stuff. But yeah, he just gave up and said, "I'm done." It was like the worst time for him to get that payout too, because we were standing outside on the picket line. But yeah, I mean, shit's just crazy now, and I'm not afraid to expand anymore. So I'm definitely gonna be, dabbling into the variety, because when it comes down to it, I look like it's a stream when I stream. It's a TV show. How do I be entertaining? It doesn't matter what I'm playing, you know? Am I making it funny and enjoying for a viewer to watch? So that's what we did today. We played Warzone. We had a great time. We played Warzone. We had fun. We tried to get a dub. Didn't happen. Got second. I was literally freezing up. I'd just see someone, I'd freeze up. I'd hesitate to shoot. I'm a PvE player, so when I get a hold of that PvP content, I'm kind of just oof. But we're getting there. Hit some good snipes. I almost had a 3-piece. I had a 2-piece and a knock. But it's definitely going to help. So I'll definitely be trying that out more, and I can't wait to finish God of War. Like I said, tomorrow I usually take Sundays off, but tomorrow I'm going to stream from 12 to 6. So there will be a 6-hour stream tomorrow. We're probably going to be fighting a lot of endgame bosses in God of War and going for that platinum trophy, because I want a platinum. It's just a banger. I want to keep playing that. I hope they make a new game plus for it. And hopefully we learn something about the Elden Ring DLC in the next couple months. I mean, February is when the game came out. Usually they drop DLCs between 10, 14 months of the game being released. So hopefully something, because that'd be great. I know there's been talks of what the DLC's already called, like the Barbarian or some shit. I don't know. I was reading some article on it the other night. Anyways, after Lightfall, maybe we'll by the end of Lightfall, maybe we'll have some other stuff to dabble into. But I don't really think I'm gonna be looking for many games to play from now until then, just because I understand that I need to do a lot in December, January, and February, just because getting ready for Lightfall is important. Need to put the content out, need to put my guides out, because I was literally looking on my YouTube the other day, and like honestly, like some of the really banger videos with funny content do well, but when it comes down to it, all the top viewed clips are guides, So I just need to work a little harder on my guides and put more effort in, which I will. But people have to understand too. I know people that work 10 to 12 hours on a guide, and the guide that they put 2 hours into did better. So it's all about timing, and it's all about, me, it's straight to the point. I love just teaching people straight to the point stuff. Hey guys, put this mod on and throw a grenade and pick up the elemental well and shoot your guns, instead of telling you how to proc Font of Might for 10 minutes. Who the hell wants to listen to a 10-minute video when you can just tell them, hey, throw your bonk hammer, do this, pick up an elemental well, and juice your damage? Because that's what people want. They like straight to the point, and I like straight to the point too. But remember what I told you, that shit gets you in trouble sometimes, just being a straight to the point person, no bullshit, Sometimes people can't handle that in this, spongy shit. Can't even call someone soft nowadays. It's kind of crazy. But other than that, I'm good. I'm excited for the new house. I've been working my ass off for the last 3 years. When I moved into this house, I told myself I'd build a house or I'd move into a bigger house. And I wanted my basement. And I'm getting my basement. I bought a nice cloud couch. I bought a 77-inch for the basement and the living room. Brand new bed. I'm excited for a new bed too. My bed's fucked. I called the mattress company like 6 months ago, and I told them that my bed's sinking and like I'm getting back pain. And they came out. They had someone come measure it, and they said it doesn't sink enough. Bitch, do you see my big 250-pound ass laying on that mattress? It's sinking. I ended up getting the LG C2 series, 77-inch, two of them. And then I got a 55-inch. When I was at Best Buy, I literally compared the Samsung, the Sony, and the LG all side by side. They literally had it set up like that. They had it set up so you can compare all the big ones, and that LG, man, stood out. C2 was the shit. I looked at some of the new technology of LG too. I think it was a G series. Yeah, I like the C series better. I don't really watch a lot of TV, but I want to watch movies. I like watching movies, but like cable, I really don't watch. Football games and stuff. But I think since if I need to play any Xbox game, I could play it on PC because of Xbox Game Pass. I think I'm going to hook the Xbox Series X up to the basement TV. So if I want to open like Netflix or something else, I can. And I'll keep the PS5 with my gaming setup. Because obviously you need it. You need the PlayStation if you want to play anything PlayStation exclusive. I was also thinking like people were talking about some stuff earlier that was good. There's always like stuff like Batman or Spider-Man, which are bangers. So. But I think we scratched the itch, though. I think we scratched the itch of the variety. I played First Descendant. I played God of War. I played COD. So it's been nice to mix it up. I felt bad, literally I played Destiny on Tuesday, and then I signed on today for an hour. Last week I only played Destiny for like 10 hours for the week. It's like, but I got all my shit prepped. These last 2 weeks, we're going to go over a lot of stuff. Last minute bounties. It sucks because a lot of people want to farm Keitel right now for Master Keitel Artifice Armor. Some people have been messaging me, and they've been saying, well, why farm Artifice Armor this season when you could farm it next season on the new dungeon? Well, you could, but Master Keitel's really easy to farm right now. It's like a 2.5-minute fight. You just slam 4 lollipops and go in and 2 Beller or 3 Master. So you're gonna one phaser, unless you get hit with some bullshit. But it's the way to go. That way you don't have to wait, unless they find some reason to change it up. First down. If they find a way to change it up. But we'll see. I got some stuff that I want to go over still. And I want to go over some Keitel stuff. I want to go over some account stuff. I know some people are already saving up their Deepstone weapons. Bungie said we did need to regrind them, but hey, if you want to stack some red frames in your vault to see if they actually are gonna make us grind new shit, go for it. That's up to you. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think we're good. We'll see. But I'm definitely excited to test out some new builds next season. I know a lot of people were excited for that. I promise next season on December 6th, when I unlock all the artifact mods, I will make a Warlock, Hunter, and Titan build, all 3. A couple people this season, were messaging me, and they're like, hey, you made some Hunter builds and you made some Titan builds, but you kind of schmucked the Warlock. I'm like, well, there's only 2 builds I use on the Warlock, and that's Well or Stasis. But they wanted more information. They asked for more build guides, so I'll throw out some builds, Usually what I do is I make my own build, and then I see what the community's using, and then I combine them. You know, we'll see. We'll see what the content is. You know, the next season is definitely going to be different because this is the first season in about 4 seasons that we haven't had a artifact seasonal artifact based around a subclass. You know, because we had stasis up rework, we had void rework, solar, then arc. So next seasonal artifact should be like, I think they're gonna juice it and make it like really busted to get ready for Lightfall, and then they're gonna tone us down. You just got to get ready for that. I think Lightfall they're gonna tone us down a little bit. They understand that the power creep is there, and by power creep, if you don't know what I mean by difficulty of content. The player base now can actually solo a GM faster than it took a full team to do a year ago. If that's not a power creep, I don't know what is. Never in a million years did we think that you should be able to easily solo a GM unless you were like a top 1% cracked player. Now people are doing them all the time. So again, we'll see what's going on. And go from there. Because I honestly don't know what they can do. So I agree with you, but all I get told lately is that it's only easy for me. Yes and no. I mean, I get those comments a lot too, but I think the problem is that people don't want to do enough research on the builds of the game. They're not using resilience. They're not using broken loadouts. They're not matching their mods up on their armor with their weapons. You know, a lot of people don't know, but if you run ammo finders on your helmet, it penalizes you. I've tested it. You need to not run a single nothing, no ammo finders on your helmet. Also, if you run double special, you get more heavy. I literally put that in my video today that was on YouTube. I was in the Shattered Throne. I literally could not get a single heavy drop. I got to the ogre fight. I put on double special. I got 3 heavy bricks back to back to back. You know? But yeah, Bergen, I was talking about that earlier. We can't win. If we make a suggestion, we no-life the game. We stream it every day. Fuck you, streamer. Content creators suck. This is why people hate streamers. This is why Bungie doesn't listen to the player base. They listen to the streamers. They don't listen to shit we say. And that's what people don't get. It's a joke. How did you... Bro! Why would you run the ball there, dude? You guys haven't been able to... Sorry, I'm watching this game. You deserve to lose, man. You're trying to set up for a field goal or an actual winning drive, and you run the ball on 3rd and 6. I think... Here's what I think, too. I think the AI in the game... Which game? The Ohio State Buckeyes. They shouldn't have ran the ball there. They should have passed. You know. I get it though. They're trying to run out the timeouts. You know, I mean, they just called the timeout, which was, I don't understand why. Why would you call a timeout? Why would they call a timeout there with 47 seconds left? Why wouldn't you run the clock? I'm confused. That was a weird call. Anyways, the AI. Okay, you guys remember how they did the Deepstone? Remember when Deepstone launched? It had curvy bullets and it was crazy on day 1, and then all of a sudden when contests went away, nothing hurt. Remember, they went back in and they reprogrammed those ads and made those sniper shanks, and shit hurt actually in the Atrax encounter. I think the game... I mean, we'll take the field goal, but you never know in 42 seconds. You just don't know what's going on in Destiny right now with all these ads. The AI, man, the enemies don't even hurt you anymore. They don't even look at you. You just run around. So I think they need to rework. I think they need to rework the AI in the game. So that's what I'm hoping for. I think that needs to be a thing in the game. I think they need to definitely rework the AI in the game. give us more stuff to work with. And again, I'm just getting to the point where all the other OGs, like the gamers that've been gaming for so long on Destiny, like the creators, they don't even say shit anymore. They don't give their opinions because they just know like it's a waste of time. So like I might just stop chirping in, just because it's simple basic changes that we want. And I just feel like, again, I listened to that Chris Proctor interview on stream and I listened to it off stream, and every time they got asked about like a really juicy subject or a really good topic, it was just dodged. Well, we could do this, but we're doing something else. Well, we talked about that in the room and we figured how we can make this change in the game, but we really didn't find anything. We didn't really find an easy way to do that. And then the third answer was, oh, it'll be in Lightfall. So like, you got to understand, most people, I want to ask chat and see how many people are smart here. Why would they do every change in Lightfall instead of next season? Who can give me that answer? Why would they make crazy changes in Lightfall and not next season? All right. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that, to hype it up, to cause sales, spend money. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page here, and I wanted to make sure you guys weren't papegas. You're understanding now. You're starting to think like a business. Yes, it's all for money. They're just driving money. That's all. Oh, well, you don't like this season? Well, you already paid for this, so you want the juicy stuff? Come pay for Lightfall. Swipe that card, buy more shit. That's exactly why. So we'll see what's going on with it. I expect Lightfall to be a banger. I think the lore leading up to Lightfall is going to be great. I think a lot of the story that's going to get told next season is going to be really good. I'm excited for that. Number two, I think that Lightfall Raid is going to be amazing. But again, come December 6th, when the patch notes drop, and if there's no changes to resilience or how it's going to be, there's no changes on how it's going to be, I want you to go into the dungeon on that Friday, December 9th, and don't use any guns. Just run around with 3 bonk titans, or spam warlock nades, or spam titan nades. Oh, I'm still going to buy Lightfall, of course. All right, so that game had way too much pressure on me there. Games were weird today, but that was still a cool game to watch. GG to Maryland. And now we go on to the, back to the shoe. We host Michigan, and we see what happens. Ohio State beats Michigan. Dub. They lose. Fat fucking L's. Damn. Yes. I mean, no matter what, we're still going to play it. 100%. 100% we're still going to play it, and we're still going to enjoy the game. But people just have to understand that we're just passionate about it. That's what I was telling people on TikTok today. I was like, I'm just passionate about the game. Because people were like, why do you care? The one guy kept arguing with me in comments saying that, it's a PvE game and PvP's on the side, yada, yada, yada. This is such an L take. You shouldn't worry about what PvP is. I do care about what PvP is in this game because I want to play with my friends. I want to give myself a reason to go play it. Right now, I just literally say, hey, yeah, the Primal Boys or my other PvP friends, they want to play a card. I literally play with them. We just stomp to the lighthouse, 7 games straight. I get my loot and I go, all right, GG, done. That's it. Legendary campaign is going to be really fun. I love the legendary campaign, and it's kind of funny that it's easier to do solo than it is with a team. Oh my god, that bullet sponge. I'll never forget that. I did Witch Queen campaign by myself. By the way, I was using a bug gun the whole time. Kelos SMG was actually bugged, doing crazy amounts of damage, and I was using it the whole campaign. It was kind of funny. But I beat the campaign. And I got so pissed off at Savathun when I beat her the first day. I went back the next day solo and I one-phased her. I whooped her ass. Sleeper and Secession just destroyed her. And then about a week later, I played that campaign with two others, and holy shit, everything was so spongy and hurt, you know. But yeah, legendary campaign's the closest thing we get to contest mode. Yeah. But again, I just go back to the subject I had that I just think that Bungie's just letting the heat cool off right now until Lightfall. They don't want to say much on social media because mainly they don't want the wrath of the pitchforks, you know. Angel, thanks for being here. But yeah, that was my spiel. I wanted to talk about a lot of stuff today because, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a podcast next Saturday. And then the Saturday after that is move-in date. That's when I'll actually be in the new house, December 2nd, December 3rd. So, yeah, let's get a little Q&A going. Anyone in chat wants to ask some questions, just make sure you at me. As long as they're TOS, we can do that. I didn't think of a story this week. My mind's just been spinning around in circles, so I didn't have no story time. I'll make sure I get a nice juicer for next time. Unless chat asks a question like that triggers a story, but, you know, it's kind of where I'm at. I'm so glad Ohio State won this game. Yeah, Bergen, we'll chat. Yeah, man. Keys on Wednesday, man. I'll post on social media. Any other games I'm looking to play? We were talking today, like Spider-Man and shit. Maybe. Kind of busy right now. I mean, I still got to finish God of War. Get that medal. The days I'll be absent, I will post on Twitter and post on Discord. The days, I went over my schedule earlier, but I can talk about it again. So tomorrow I'm streaming. Monday stream, Tuesday stream, Wednesday close on the house. It'll be an evening stream. I probably won't get on until about 4 o'clock. Thursday off for Thanksgiving. And then December 2nd and 3rd off for moving. What type of monitors do you have? You've been looking at a bunch of different ones. It depends what you want your monitor for. My monitor is meant for PC gaming. Like right now I have a PS5 that supports 1440p, but my monitor only supports 1440p at 60 FPS. I don't have a up-to-date 2.0 or 2.1 HDMI port on the back of my monitor to play 1440p at higher frame rates or 4K. So I game on an Asus PG279Q. It's a 1440p 165 hertz monitor, ISP panel. One of the best monitors that I've ever played on. It's a banger. Like I said, most people don't pay attention to refresh rates and panel types. You're kind of going down the rat hole, but I know that they're on sale right now, so it just depends. Are you looking for a 1080p monitor, a 1440p monitor, or a 4K? Do you want a curved? Do you want a big one? You know, if I go to this 4K monitor, which I was talking about earlier, if I buy one, I think the highest I'll go is 32-inch. And I was looking at the Odyssey 4K one, the Samsung Odyssey one. That's 4K 240 hertz. Best mission you had the most fun with? Which one? In God of War or what game? But yeah, like the variety stuff, I'm not really like looking. I'm not looking at much on the variety side. There's just a lot. There's this other stuff going on, you know. Gigabyte makes a 28-inch 4K panel. That's pretty nice. Yeah. You definitely need to upgrade, Bergen. Yeah, dude, it's insane. It's so insane once you you know, start playing on different monitors and playing on different resolution, you know. Oh, like whisper missions. So like one of my best. I really liked Outbreak. The reason why is because Trevor, man. When Trevor used to run me over or run my teammates over, that was really good. Whisper was really cool. was definitely, it goes down there, one of my favorites. But Niobe, man, everyone knows, you know, I sat in Niobe for over 60 hours figuring that out, and team no sleep. And the first day I was out, I really didn't know what was going on because I was playing with people from chat, and then the next day I teamed up with me and Clyde and Krusty, and we literally sat there in a 60-hour grind and figured it out. And well, we've almost figured it out, but we were waiting on that final clue. You know, when we beat it, it was dope. You know, but the Outbreak mission, that was really fun to solo. So when you get to the tank room, you know, there was servitors, there was tanks, there was arc shanks, or sorry, there was void shanks and solar and like there was all three burns. I remember when I did my solo run of the Outbreak mission, I had to keep switching my energy weapon to break the shields of the enemies that spawn the void, the arc, and the solar. And if you ran out of whisper ammo, you were screwed, because that's when we used to use a whisper in the Outbreak mission. Just sit in the back of the map and just hit your shots, you know, when we actually had to aim and, you know, didn't have to use divinity. But anyways, you know what I mean. It's it was a different game. I don't think you make Destiny 3. The only way here's the thing with Destiny 3. I've heard people talking about it. If they do Destiny 3, they'd have to drop old console support, which is still one of their big player bases. They would have to upgrade the Tiger engine that they're on now and probably go to an Unreal 5 engine. Like, they would have to do so much to make a Destiny 3. So, that's it. You know? Everyone's like, they got Sony money, but you got to remember, Bungie's working on 3 different games right now and other projects and movies and seasonal stuff. So, we really don't know where the budget's going, and I just don't think Destiny 3 makes sense. You know, we want it. We'd love to have dedicated servers. We'd love to have all that, but they're not gonna do that. No. The engine needs to be redone for sure, but there's just I don't think they drop old gen console until final shape. Like, but I think they're gonna put into consideration that the new gen consoles were not easy to get. They're starting to rise up now. More people are able to get a PlayStation and an Xbox, but I just don't think they drop them. You know, but supporting old gen console is definitely holding the game back. But hey, man, I used to play Destiny on console. I still have both consoles. I played on both consoles before cross save was a thing, and crossplay. Like, console is what makes that game, you know. Yeah, I think they used Tiger Engine on Halo Reach 2. I don't remember. I don't really know, like, all that kind of stuff. But you just have to understand they're trying their best. It's the teeter-totter effect. You know, they try and make one change and help the community, but it goes like this. They make these person unhappy and this person unhappy. They can only do so much, you know. Like, honestly, like, you can't blame Bungie for this. What I get irritated with is it's like, dude, the answer's right in front of your face. Like, why aren't, like, they got it right with Shaxx. You can actually change engrams now. You can focus engrams. But what does Shaxx have? They showed in the TWAB the photos. He's got dog shit armor and dog shit guns that we've already had. Why not use that resource and switch it over to Zavala? So when we're doing GMs, you get a GM engram and you go focus the engram to whatever loot you want for that season. It's that simple. Make GMs worth it. It's your pinnacle endgame, and no one's doing them. You do them for a seal and you're done. You know? Again, that's a whole nother route that I don't even want to go down. You know? But me personally, like, sometimes this is what I was feeling today. You know, when I was reading some comments, I felt like I wanted to interview these people. I wanted to interview them. I wanted to ask them. Pull them in a chat and be like, hey, do you do this end game? Do you do this? Do you do lost sectors? Do you do GMs? Do you do raids? And do you play trials? Do you play comp? Do you play gambit? And just see what they play in the game, because I guarantee it doesn't match up with some of the comments that they say. I always tell you guys when I say something about Gambit or Crucible that I don't play those much anymore. So take it with a grain of salt. But when I'm talking about PvE, I'm laying into it because I grind it all the time. But a lot of people that comment on the game are like, start stupid drama. They're players that don't even do endgame. you know. And I told you guys, I'm a real stickler with this stuff. If you're in chat or you're in my Discord and you don't play endgame and you don't have the guns and you don't have div and you don't have spoils and you don't have golf balls, you can go get it. You just don't want to try enough to go get it. And don't give me any other answer. I don't care if you got 6 jobs, 2 wives, 16 kids. It's bullshit, because I've made posts on Discord and on LFG and I can get my shit done. And people don't even know who I am because I'm not even on my goddamn account. I've done undercover videos. I've done tests. I have a spare Bungie account. I go on there and I post shit on LFG and I get a team in 10 minutes. Everyone's doing the shit you are. Everyone needs raids done. They need dungeons done. They need a whole bunch of stuff. It's in my Discord. One of the best Discords out there. Just ask. If you don't know how to use LFG, ask. You got the tools right in front of you. Stop all this Discord hate. You guys heard COD lobbies today. You want to hear those shit mics? You know? Those... fucking yelling and screaming like this.
Oh my god, what the fuck's going on? I just teabagged this guy.
Seeing shit like that, like, bro, you want hot mics or you want nice, clean sound? You know? That's just how it is. Like, Discord hate, too. Like, dude, Discord's the meta. We're in 2022, about to go to 2023. Discord is literally the meta. Every person... Every big community, it doesn't matter if they're streaming, content creators, or nothing. Huge clans, they all got Discords. Like, dude, Discord's the way. Proximity chat and Destiny and game chat and Destiny's terrible. Console people got to stop hating on the Discord. Trust me, I was one of those. I was a PlayStation gamer, and I'm like, I don't need to use Discord. When I used Discord and I plugged in these Astros and I was able to get my music, my Discord, my game sound, and everything in one headset, I was like, I wish I had the clip, because I was live. And I was like, oh my God, chat, I've been lied to my whole life. This is awesome. It's awesome to have everything on my headset all at once. This is amazing. I never went back. I rocked that mix amp for 4 years, and then I bought a GsxrClyde. Oh yeah. Xbox has got the Discord chat. Yeah. PlayStation's still struggling. They ain't going to get it for a while. But all you gotta do is upgrade your mic, get a little something. You know? PlayStation peeps gotta get with the program. You always got these. You always got a cell phone. Remember what I said? If you're playing video games, you don't have a cell phone, you gotta get your priorities straight. Thoughts on Game of the Year? I don't really know. I still think Elden Ring's going to take it, in my opinion. In my opinion, Elden Ring still takes it, but I am loving God of War. I just beat the story, and I was blown away. I'm not going to drop any spoilers. And I'm moving on to Platinum, and I fought some Berserkers. Yeah, it's been nuts. The site I use for giveaways is Gleam. But I pay for its services so I can have all the shitters knocked out of it. No hit run? Nah. There's no reason to. You don't get a cookie for that. You don't get a medal. It's just all entertainment. I'm kind of bummed I didn't play on Gimme God of War, but Gimme God of War in the 2008 version was just so unbearing. It literally took me, you guys know, in like the beginning of God of War 2018, when you're literally like going through those mines and stuff, and it's just an intro to the game in the first hour. That shit took me like 3 hours to make it through because the enemies were so difficult. They definitely tuned down Gimme God of War in this new game. I feel like it's a lot easier. Yeah, Elden Ring you could play online. You gotta remember what Elden Ring did. They broke so many records, it's not even funny. And it has online gameplay, and it has multiple platforms, and it was just a certified banger. Like, I miss playing that game. I'm gonna definitely go back and play it when they announce the DLC. I'm not gonna play on my my main character though, because my main character is way too juiced up, double peeler. But Lana actually just started Elden Ring. So what'd you think about it? Get playing with Sweat on co-op? Nah, he's got to do that shit himself. I saw him on God of War. I hope he sticks with it. You loved it? That's what I'm talking about. I told you. God of War, you don't have to go through YouTube channels to understand the story like you do with Elden Ring. I mean, you are correct about that. Like, if you play Elden Ring in the dark with no tips, no helps, I mean, that's 200 hours. Bergen, swipe the card and don't look back. If anyone is in chat right now that has not played God of War, even on 2018 version, you can buy it on Steam now. If you have not played God of War or Elden Ring, you are missing out. You are missing so much. Fun fact about Elden Ring. There's not many games that can pull me to play video games off stream. People always tell me, Clyde, why don't you game off stream? It's not my job. My job is to play video games and entertain. That's what I am. I'm a content creator. I'm a businessman. So why play video games off stream? I'm not getting paid to do it. You guys might think that sounds like some sellout shit, but that's just how it is. If I'm not getting paid to do it, why? I got other shit to do. I sit in this chair for 8 hours minimum a day. I don't need to do that shit more, you know? Not many games have pulled me off stream to play. Destiny, God of War, Outriders, and Elden Ring. But Elden Ring, I grinded a lot off stream, and Elden Ring was the only game to give me the excitement that Destiny did when like a new expansion comes out. When I stopped playing Elden Ring for the first day, I thought about playing it the next day. I was literally in my bed, and I'm like, I can't wait to play that game again tomorrow. And I felt like that every day until I beat it. You know? That's how I play. Like, man, I no games can give me that feeling anymore. And I hope I can encourage another one. Like God of War, I've played every God of War, so I wasn't really excited. Like I was ready to play. I'm like, yo, I can't wait to finish God of War, but I wasn't like sitting in the back of my head like, oh my god, I can't wait to do this. Like, you know, oh, Dark Souls did it too. You know? Like Dark Souls. When I played Dark Souls 3 and I ran into the Abyss Watchers, I mean, they whooped my ass. That's where I stopped day one. That was the get good check. I stopped, they whooped my ass, chewed me up, spit me out. The next day I come back to Dark Souls 3, I played it, and I whooped their ass. Kept moving, you know? So, I mean, it's just a good feeling, and it's hard to find that interest in games. And that's why you won't see a lot of content creators play these games or play this variety content because they just don't connect with chat or they don't connect with the game as well, and it's not good content to watch. So, all right, Doc, go Bucks. That's just how it is. Like, some creators just don't care, you know? Like Glad, he doesn't care anymore. He'll play a new game and he'll get bored with it in the first couple hours and he'll just switch to a different one, you know? That's just how he is. Or if he's playing a game that he's currently on and some new game comes out and drops in the middle of the night, he switches to that one. He don't care. But, you know, to get to that kind of crazy level, you got to sacrifice a lot, you know? I mean, he literally tells people on stream, you know, he lost half of his, you know, concurrent viewership and lost tens of thousands of followers over all the platforms because he turned to variety and he wasn't a Destiny main anymore. Once you fight through that and you fight through that you know, grind of sacrifice, look where he's at now. He can do whatever he wants, you know, but you got to push yourself. You know, that was just like me when I was grinding, you know, being a service streamer, and I was doing raids with chat 12, 13 hours a day or 10 hours a day, you know, and just doing nothing but raids, nothing but PvE help. Service streamer Clyde, you know. It took me 3 years to stop doing that, you know. And that's just how it is, man. Like, I've come a long way in 2 years. I'll tell you that. I stopped being a service streamer. I started uploading more frequently on YouTube, and now we're playing variety. Like, I've taken some leaps, but you know, you guys already know the deal. When new shit comes out in Destiny, I'm helping people. We had a really good success rate with the King's Fall challenges. I mean, we were smashing out Totems challenges and War Priest and Golgi and Daughters and Oryx challenges like they were nothing. Helping people through the dungeon. Duality, remember I did 24 hours of duality helps. I'm probably going to do 24 hours of the new dungeon help. When it comes down to it, everyone knows, like, I get shit done. People might not agree with the same way I do things or how I Sherpa people through the game, but I get shit done. Reaction content soon? Yeah, every Monday. Every Monday I react to community clips. So you can go post clips in my Discord. Master Templar. Everyone knew. You got a Fatebringer? Yeah, Clyde got that, But again, I don't even care about that shit anymore. I just like, what I want to do is what I want to do. When new PvE content comes out, you already know what I'll be doing. I'll be here and I'll be helping you. New dungeon comes out, don't sweat it. December 9th, new dungeon comes out. I'm going to make the guide that night. The next day, I'm going to make a solo flawless guide. And then once I get back from my family Christmas party, we're going to do 24 hours of dungeon help, and I'll get you guys through it. No sweat. Any other PvE content comes out, all good. Guess what happens when the new raid comes out in Lightfall? Contest mode goes away. I'll be on at reset right when that content mode goes away, and I'll be helping people through the new raid. You'll get the week 1 clear. You get the weekend clear. You get your raid jacket. You guys know the deal. I'm always here. I ain't fucking leaving. You know what I'm saying? But you guys changed my life. I just want you to know that. You teach me a lot, and that's why I like doing these podcasts where I can just sit here and talk to you. You change my life every day, and you just don't know it. You've pushed me to limits. You've made me challenge myself to different heights that I never thought I could possibly do. And I run with that shit, I take advantage of that. And just, seeing this past couple months of people watch the variety stuff, that means a lot. And, that's why I like doing giveaways and giving back to you guys. So we got some cool shit coming up, and just remember, y'all some real motherfuckers, and, I'm here. And I'm here, and I do what I can do. I'm not perfect. I'm not claiming to be perfect. I'm not the best guy in the world, but I'll tell you what, I'm one of the best friends you could ever ask for. I keep it real, and I'm not a rat. That's all I can do. That's all I can offer. I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect. But I've realized what I can do and what I can't do now. That's it. So, hey, I just want to let you guys know, thank you. Sunday streams, plenty of streams, plenty of content in December. But like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to squeeze on a podcast next Saturday just because of the appliances. So, and December 3rd is the Saturday after that, and I'll be moving into the new crib. December 4th is the new house, first physical stream of me sitting in my actual setup. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast and watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Spotify, and we'll see you next time.